Shooting in the gym. You weren't with me shooting in the gym.
What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the No Home Thoughts Podcast. Today's topic for today is open relationships. Now, for those of you that tuned in last week at this time, we were on the line with a young lady, and the topic was, can another woman cook for your man? And she happened to say, well, you know, not only can another woman cook for my man, I'm in an open relationship. So she answered the question, and then that just got me and Brian thinking, like, the whole topic of open relationships. I'm not an expert, nor do I know anything about open relationships, but we're going to get on here and we're going to talk about it. It'd be nice if that young lady could call in and explain a little something.
Bam! They thought I was here, didn't they?
Brian,
yes!
Appearance finally.
Uh-huh.
So what do you know about open relationships?
Whoa. The young lady is online. We seen her. We want her to call in with that same energy. I seen you on there already. So come on in. Come on in to the Lion's Den. Oh, that was a bar too. I ain't even mean to do that. Come on into the Lion's Den. Come on into the Lion's Den.
I will.
But she ain't gonna call in. You scared to get a dog.
But like I said, what do you know about open relationships?
Well,
from a couple people you
yeah. Well, today, so what happened was I asked 7 people about open relationships. They signed a waiver. Not. They told me they didn't want me to give up their names or whatever. So
of course,
it was 7 people, and out of the 7, how many people do you think said they agree or disagree in open relationships?
If you didn't tell me already earlier today, I would have said,
okay, well then
6 people that's like, nah, I ain't with that.
Well,
and 1 person that said, yeah, I'm with it. How many were male? How many were female? Or were they all females?
It was out of the 7. It was 3 females, 4 males.
Okay. I would have changed my
So what they said was 6 of them said they with open relationships. They 100% with it. Now,
who was the one that didn't say? Was that a male or a female?
It was a female.
Okay.
So let me just get into the first 6 said, well, I'm open to doing it. And some of them out of the 6 said they was already in something like that already. Mm. So I'm like, wow, that was like, I'm like, I mean, I didn't know it was like that out here. Like, I didn't know people was moving like that. And you know, the people was just like, you know, like it was nothing. Like, oh, okay, yeah, it is what it is. So it was the 6, and the 1 person said no. The one was a woman. She said no. And she gave her reasons why.
What were they?
The main reason was...
She don't like sharing?
Yeah, don't like sharing. She's selfish. How you're going to be able to, you know, share your partner, trying to build, and just, like, I really, you know, if she come on the show or she put it on a live, then it's a little bit better. But, you know, that's pretty much like what she said. So, let's go back to since they don't want to call in. Let's talk about Monique, and she coming out about her open marriage, her open relationship. So everybody thought that it was the man that was more so like, oh well, let's do all this and let's do all that. And she was like, no. Well, both of them said, truth be told, it was Monique's decision to have an open relationship, and she was more so like, well, I I want something different. Like, if I want something different, let me get something different, you know. And he was just like, you know, well, you know, that's just what it's going to be. He said that he never done nothing with another woman. Like, he never, even though he had the opportunity to, he didn't bite. Now, Monique, on the other hand, they never really got into it. But if she was the one that presented it, I'm pretty sure she got somebody in mind.
She indulged.
You know what I mean?
Indulged.
And she didn't get into full details, but the relationship is open. And she, you know, her reasons is her reasons. And that's how I feel like, you know what I mean? Depending on how you live your life, you just go ahead and live it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't.
But the whole thing, and I really wish the person would call in because I had a few questions.
She's on live. Like, she's on here right now.
The whole thing about it is, where, like, how do you take that first step? Like, how do you even know you can handle it or your partner can handle it? Because that's a big risk. Because that is a risk. You were introducing a whole nother woman, like, you willingly introducing a whole nother woman into your relationship. So many things can go wrong. Well, we talked about the last podcast. We was asking, could another woman cook for your man?
I know.
Think about that. Think about how
I know we can't.
Right. Nah, she better. What the old lady said. You tell that Betty Crocker blip. she better not be cooking for nobody. For my man. Now you're introducing a whole nother woman to that closed door part of the relationship. Like, nobody knows what goes on in your bedroom.
That's true. But, like, I mean, one of the women said, well, he gonna cheat anyway. So if he gonna cheat, you know, we had this conversation several times. He gonna cheat anyway. At least I know that he's cheating. I said, oh, so this is what I said to her, because I'm stupid. I said, oh, kind of like when your mom find out that you was like smoking and drinking, and she say, like, do it in the house. Because I'd rather you do it. Like, you know, my mom didn't ever say that, but I know people, moms that did say that. So she was like, yeah, like that. I was like, okay, well, people not going for that. And she said it was cool. She said it was guidelines into everything. Everything was kind of.
I want to hear these guidelines.
Well, the guidelines was whatever they decided. Like, she didn't get into detail. Mm-hmm. Like, she said, if I say you can't do this, well, she did say one was, you know, spending the night out. She did say that. She said, no, it's no like spending the night out, but, and I talked to a male, and he was like, I was in this. He said, I done it. And I was just like, man, you, like, maybe you not getting my question right. And he was like, no, I get it 100%. I was like, another man is with your wife. And he was like, yeah, that's cool. I'm like, I must be cut from a different breed. Like,
I think a lot of us are.
Who?
Cut from a different breed. Like,
that's a lot.
That's not something like ever in my life. Ever. Like, somebody sleeping with your wife. All right, I mean, do your thing, player. No. And then how you go home to that person?
That's the question that I said. And when I said that to her, she was like, well, coming home is different. No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you
Let's get to what a couple people said. Some people said they don't agree. which I think, just like we don't, some people don't know their self-worth.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess people be scared of giving themselves these days. That's just their opinion. And with the Monique thing, they said she's a breadwinner, so it's a money thing.
Do they know that's facts? Because
it's a mindset. Somebody else said that definitely is a mindset. Because remember when you told the story about the dude, he showed you his wife, and he said they used to go up to Canada.
Yeah, well, I can tell that story now.
So to Canada,
or should I say that for my own? Okay, well, so I was working with this guy, and he said we was doing overnight security, and he asked me that I want something to drink. And I said, you know what I mean? Like, what you got? He said, I got Pepsi, Mountain Dew, waters, or whatever. He was like, I keep a cooler in a trunk. I'm like, a cooler? Just full of all those sodas? He was like, yeah, because me and my wife travel a lot. Like, you know, oh, okay, where y'all travel to? He said, oh, yeah, we go to Toronto, you know, Canada a lot. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up, man. I mean, man, my wife was thinking about doing that too.
The one thing about doing what he was doing.
He was like, yeah, you know, and he rubbed on his stomach. He was like, you know, man, my wife be up there swinging. So black term is when you say swinging back in the day, is, you know, I thought he was like, meaning, like we be hanging out. He said, no, we be out there swinging. So I was like, oh, okay. So the dude came and relieved me. And I was like, yeah, my man. I'm telling him the story. I'm like, yeah, my man said he always out, you know, Toronto, whatever. You know, be swinging out there, whatever.
I'm trying. For those who don't know, the call-in number is 267-797-7868.
Post it in the comments and hold it and pin it right there so they can see it. You gotta hold it and then it's supposed to say pin or something.
Nah.
So it won't move.
I don't know.
Let me see. This boy.
And he's about to do the same damn thing I was just
Nah, man, because they told me.
267-797-7868.
Oh, shoot, I deleted it.
Yeah, thank you.
Go
ahead and finish the story.
I mean, blame the women that try to teach me. That's their fault. They should have wrote it down or something. But, so, when he came to relieve me to give me a lunch, I was telling him all what the dude was telling me. And he was like, oh, you didn't know? I'm like, no, what? He was like, oh, no, they be up there, like, swinging with another couple. And I'm like, get the fuck? I'm like, are you serious? The whole time he talking about they out there, somebody out there, like, they having a relation, like sexual relationships?
Tell the rest of it. Remember, didn't he show you a picture of his wife?
Yeah, he showed me a picture of his wife. His wife was...
He was recruiting. He was recruiting.
See, you gotta be careful.
As soon as you said, oh yeah, me and my wife talking about doing that, he was like, oh yeah, hold on, let me see. Go ahead.
He showed me a picture.
Look at my wife right here.
Believe me, he could have saved that picture. She was doo-doo. She was doo-doo. She could have saved that. I mean, he could have definitely saved that one. Well, she definitely,
well, she plays a part.
Yeah, she might be a good cooker or something. I don't know.
She's a good swinging partner.
You know.
Clearly.
But yeah. So that was like the first time I really heard of it. Like I thought, but then that's a different culture. Like that's a whole tour.
Right.
Like that's a, you know what I mean? They don't come from our background. But then like now, like start talking to people that's like at your job or people that you just encounter. And they saying, oh yeah, well, this and that and this. I'm like, wait. Somebody else like
I feel it's a little different for. Well, actually, I can't say. I can't think of a man really being down with it. Like
I just said a man.
No, I'm saying like I can't believe it. Like
right.
Like we said, like it's a different mindset. I really can't believe it. But we got somebody calling. Hey, how's it going? You on live with No Home Thoughts?
She got me sway. again.
Good evening, fellas. What's going on with y'all?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up?
What up, Wise Melly?
Oh, what's going on, bro? How you been, man?
Man, I'm surviving, man. First of all, man, we're going to keep this real radio politickish, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
First of all, man, salute to you fellas, man. Of course, man, I like saying young fellas doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's too many people out here giving us a bad name, but let them know that we still out here doing some things, but...
Appreciate that.
We're going to get right to it.
Get
I mean, your question was, and I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly, do we agree or disagree with open relationships, right?
Right.
Okay. I mean, me being as though I'm gonna put it out there. I'm 38 years old, married, and I mean, you know, as of right now, you might say we coming through what 2 generations, get ready to go into the third, right?
Right.
I would say personally, I'm totally disagree with the whole open relationship. But the thing about it though is the generation now is not the same as how it was when we was young.
Right.
Case in point, and the reason why I say that is when we was younger, say if we was seeing a young lady, we may have a crush on, say, her mom or any adult female in her life. We could not have sex with their mom. That was just a fantasy. Sleeping with the girl that you're with, their mom,
Right.
or any other female outside of that relationship was like a futuristic thing that will probably never ever happen.
True. Right. No, that's true.
I say that because now look at the generation today. Now it's like if you say that you're just totally faithful, you ain't sleeping with this girl, her sisters, her best friend, all at the same time, you considered weird. We couldn't knock off a chick's mom.
No. Like you said, it was definitely
if you don't do it, if you don't do it now, something wrong with you.
Right.
But where does that come
That's what
from?
I'm saying. Where it's like, honestly, I can't necessarily say where it came from, but you can definitely tell that there's definitely some type of, let's just say, to keep it politically correct, some type of mindset gap. Because, like I said, I wouldn't dare try to knock my chick's mom off.
Right.
Her mom wouldn't nowhere near even consider that.
All right. Let me ask you this question.
You got it.
Let me ask you this. So, I mean, you just said like the times that we're in. So, who's to say that is wrong? Like, why? I mean, because of course you cut from a different cloth. Like, you know, you're in a different era. But now, if you have 2 people that's in a committed relationship, and this is what they agree upon, why is that wrong? It's no different.
It's not.
And this is my opinion. If that's what you do, that's what you do. But it's no different. It's no different than a person being gay, a lesbian.
In all reality, you just answered your own question.
Right. I'm just saying.
It's more of an opinion thing. So who to say is wrong? Actually, there is nobody that can say it's wrong. The only one that can say it's wrong is the parties involved.
Right.
At the end of the day, I mean, there is no judge and jury on that.
Right.
I mean, if you want to go that far, I guess the only person you can say is wrong is whoever you know praise, God, Allah,
right,
Son, God, whatever.
Yeah. So I mean,
that's the only thing if you're going in that direction. But as far as just between you and I, the next person, this person, the only one that can say if it's right or wrong is the only people that's involved.
Well, see,
it's just like saying, okay, if somebody is a vegan, how you gonna say that person is wrong for being a vegan?
Right. It's just what they,
or anything for that matter.
see, but that's the thing that I always had a problem with people. They just kind of take what they prefer, like what's big or what's small. So just because if a woman decide that they want to sleep with two men, that's the worst thing in the world to her. But you know, she can, or you could deal, you know, talk to another woman and she, you know, want to be with another woman, and she don't look at that like that's that big of a deal. Like, oh yeah, well, she just a lesbian. Oh, that's not a big deal. But this woman over here want two men. I think, you know, that's her preference. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, but that's the thing. Like,
Once again, you just said it. You just said it. It's
right.
That person's preference, the party that is involved.
Right.
The thing is that a lot of people get caught up in, truth be told, and I think this is probably a lot of different aspects of life. People always try to put what they subconsciously may think is wrong. They try to make it seem like and explain it to be right on other people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to give a real good example. Like you know some of these people in your own everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
You know clearly they probably stealing, shooting, killing, doing drugs, whatever. They will try to explain to the death of them why it's okay for them to do it, but let you do the same thing. They probably condemn you to hell. I mean, that's I'm kind of exaggerating a little bit.
No.
But you get the point that I'm saying.
No, I definitely get it.
Basically, it's almost like those people that say, what's the phrase? Do as I say, not as I do.
Right. I mean, we
that's the best analogy I can put it.
That's the world that we live in. And by us right now having this conversation, believe it or not, I bet you it's probably going to shut down most people that have their opinion, because now they probably feel like, I think I better backtrack now.
But don't backtrack. See how you feel.
A lot of people ain't going to be as vocal and open about situations
and a lot
that they're doing. Like I said,
a lot of people
will always try to make themselves look good,
right?
But they ain't gonna give you that real truth.
No, and that's the truth.
That real truth.
That's the truth. A lot of people. Oh my God!
1,001 times. He cheated on me. Don't ever get married. Don't do this. Don't do that. Yeah, but sweetheart or my man, what's the other half of that? Why did you cheat?
Right.
Why did you mess up? It's almost, and I hate to say this, but I am going to say it, and this is just real talk. This might even be a conversation for your next podcast.
I know what you're about to say.
No disrespect.
Go ahead. I want you to say it, because we talk about this all the time. Go ahead.
No disrespect in physics.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm in radio as well, so I know how to do it.
Okay.
No disrespect to the lady, but you never hear a female say they messed up a relationship or a marriage or a good thing. You can go on any social media, I don't care, pick one, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, you will see 1,001 videos, oh, men ain't this, men ain't that, he messed up this, he messed up that. You will probably see 19,476 videos of them bashing the men saying that they destroyed something before you see one woman say, yeah, I fucked that up.
Right. Honest to God, because at my job I just be having conversations, and I was one time ever I was like, how come you're not in a relationship? And she was like, oh, I can't be in a relationship right now. Like, I'm no good. I said, what? She was like, yeah, I'm no good. I can't be in a relationship right now. And it was honest though, right? I didn't ask her what the problem was, but honestly, obviously it was something,
right?
So it was like,
right.
How many women? Countless times I've asked women, like, are you good in a relationship? Oh yeah, I'm the truth, man. I'm this, that, and the third. As soon as a man get with me, he gonna love me. Well, who your man at now? Oh, niggas ain't ish. Like, okay. God. All right. Everybody in the world ain't worth your time, but you worth everybody else's time. How does that work?
It's so funny, man.
How does that work?
It is so funny, man. That is crazy. It is like no woman. I mean, you know, you get a couple here and there. It's like women talk about men, but not like how he just explained it. Like not, oh, I got this good man, X, Y, and Z. It's more so just giving a definition of a good man, not talking about how good, she treated this man. I mean, how good this man treated her, but this happened in a relationship. Man, that's a good point, man. That's a good point. I'm telling you. Oh my God. It's bad out here. These women, I say, women, I don't want to jump off topic, but they part of the problem, man.
Open relationships are cool as long as you can afford multiple children.
Oh shoot. That's cool. That's cool. I'm okay with that. Your money alone, you know what I mean? You go ahead and do whatever you want. I mean, it's all about your.
How many is multiple?
2.
No. I want an exact number. Like I know multiple is 2 or more, but how many is she talking about?
I'm just gonna say 2. You know what I mean? Anything more than 2 is probably too many. I would, Now let me clean that up, because for somebody to be like, oh yeah,
Open relationship. It says, so are the open relationships for the men or the women? Either or. It's whoever consents to it.
Right. I mean, I'm pretty sure it got to be an agreement between both parties.
And just not for nothing, we thinking of it as a man and a woman with another man and a woman. Mm-hmm. For all we know, it could be 2 chicks who find 2 more chicks, mm-hmm. or 1 more chick, or anything else. So
he gonna say anything else. 2 dudes. 2 dudes. I mean, come on, man. 2 dudes. 2 bros. Yeah, I mean, no, that's true.
Yeah. So it's up to the adults, but I mean, I really wish this lady would call in. So how you specifically?
Obviously, I mean, it's already been 25 minutes. Obviously, she is either the number's not right or she's scared to call in. It doesn't matter to me. But at the same time,
you shouldn't be. We make you feel comfortable on the show.
I mean, yeah, but it's like it's a platform now. So most of the people.
Oh, she said give about 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, 15 minutes.
Hey man, we that's a person with inside knowledge of an open relationship. We gotta bring them on here. Gotta let them tell their side of the story.
Tell that story.
But in the meantime,
well, like I was saying, let me get back to that. So when it comes to like how he was just saying, it's some things that wasn't even thought. It was just a thought. Like you didn't follow through with it. But it's a different time and era. It's a different.
Where's that mindset gap come from? Like
I don't know.
I would say our generation, like our parents from their parents, like you said, the crack era is part of the reason for their gap.
Right.
Because drugs, that drug in particular, demolished families, mm-hmm. and then you talking about 16-year-olds. Because back in the day, you was 16 and got pregnant. They sent you down south. And you had the baby down there and came up with your little cousin or something like that. That's how it used to be.
Right.
Now you're 16, because ain't that what happened to Oprah or something like that? Now when you're 16, you having that baby and you dropping out of high school. So I can see where the mindset gap comes from our generation, but from us to our kids, well, the generation under us, I don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, social media came a little bit after the fact. So if you like 25, 26, why are you engaging in this free-flowing,
Well, Dennis, let me tell you. So, this one lady. So, he got me swinging.
Hey, you on live with the whole thoughts?
Yeah, what's up with y'all?
What's going on?
What it is?
Nothing, man. I just called there to comment on the topic.
Okay.
I think with the like I said, it's generation thing. Like our generation, we was up
you had a social network. It wasn't showing too much of like open relationships on movies and stuff. Like, not saying it wasn't happening, but nowadays it's broadcast. You see reality shows they doing it, so they kind of making it kind of acceptable.
No, now that I think about it, that is true. Because now it seems like certain movies and certain TV shows it's all about being on the edge and having some type of drama involved and stuff. And then on reality TV show, it's fake, but it's just them acting stupid as they can.
Yeah, that's like even with the open relationships or even like cheating. Like, people cheated back in the day, but it wasn't broadcast. You wasn't on these social networks being caught out. The times changed compared to now. You out here cheating or you doing whatever. You on Live or you on Instagram or Snapchat. You like broadcasting and like you don't care. So the times kind of changed. But as far as like an open relationship, nah, that's a no-go for me.
Let me ask you this question. What if she said another girl?
No. And the only reason why I'm going to say no, it all depends, because that's like if she's like, well, we can be it got to be a girl and then it got to be a guy. Nah, I'm selfish. So if a guy got to be involved, then I'd rather not have a girl.
No. What if she just want a relationship with a girl, and she's saying that you can have a relationship with a girl, another girl, but it's with a girl?
Well, then honestly, I would be with it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. It's just the mindset of
you just don't
be in an open relationship. I'm thinking about all the nasty things that she do to me. She out there with Main Man.
Yeah, you just don't want.
They can dish out.
No, that's a fact. So you just don't want Wesley Pipes to be having your girl. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, no Mr. Marcus Melvin going on over this.
What's the boy named Brian Pumper? You don't want none of that. I get it. You know what I mean?
No.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's still, even though you'll be open to it if it wasn't a man involved.
Yeah, that's the selfishness of me.
I'm just saying. But that's the crazy thing. I think most men probably would agree. I mean, some people would disagree.
Who are some people?
You.
Who are some people?
You.
Then don't say some people, say me.
You.
I'm sitting right here. Just say Raheem would disagree.
Raheem would disagree.
Disagree with what?
But
if you had an opportunity.
But that's just like one out of a few, because if the stipulation was for the female, okay, I can interact with this female without you being here, present, I can do what you want. Most men not going to say, oh no, they going to let it go. But let her say she going over to Jamal's house and they going to get it, then it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
As long as she going with Jamila, we fine.
Yeah.
But if you talking about Jamal, rat-a-tat-tat. No, but let's talk about Raheem. He said that he disagreed with it. He wouldn't do it at all. He said no. You had the opportunity. The same question goes for you. You had the opportunity. She said, this is your woman saying to you, I want a girlfriend. In our relationship, would you be open for it? Is you okay with that?
No. No.
And that's crazy because that seems like a unicorn. Like
no, because I'm gonna, because I already know from speaking to people there's rules to it. I'm gonna break every rule. I know going into it I'm gonna break every rule. I know that for a fact. Like I'm the dude. You get Raheem an inch, you gonna take him out. You can ask him. You give me an inch, I'm gonna take him out. I'm not getting myself into that because the rules is gonna be, oh, if she over here and I'm not here, y'all can't do nothing.
Well,
Well, you might as well forget about that. Because she over here, you not here. We've already slept with each other. The three of us have slept with each other. The two of us is going to sleep with each other. At any and all times. Why stop it? At what point in time am I going to stop?
But that's what greed comes. That's what greed can come in at it as well. Because if I'm already getting the luxury of having her, and you tell me, all right, you can't have her by herself, I can wait.
I can too. He out his damn mind.
Exactly. But you don't know greedy people?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Everything that I want, so why not abide by the rules?
But you can say that in a relationship without a woman. There's probably women right here saying like, well, what about me and you just being in a relationship? I give her everything you want. Why you gotta wait? Why can't you wait while I'm on my period? Why you gotta go out and cheat? It's the same mindset.
But I mean, now it's
not the same mindset.
Yes,
that's all I'm saying. And men still cheat, right?
It all depends on who you're talking to. See, me, there's no need for me to go cheat. I'm gonna just get that ticket to run that life.
Well, Raheem said he will too. So, this guy said no to that, but he run red lights.
I told you.
He get caught in the flat.
I said I used to run red lights. I said I used to run red lights like I was colorblind.
Listen, let me tell you something. This is what I always was told. Mayweather said this. If you lose, in the back of your mind, you can accept losing. If you're a murderer, rehabilitated, in the back of your mind, you can still murder somebody.
If I run red light in the back of my mind.
In the back of your mind, if the opportunity presents itself, I think you will still run that red light. I think you still would do it. You're not gonna tell me different.
Yeah, I actually got pulled over by the cops for actually running the actual red light. So I have not been rehabilitated.
Listen, let me tell you something. You go on a trip.
You're a different type of breed.
You're a different breed.
I'm honest with myself.
Hey man.
I'm honest with myself. Matter of fact, you said the same thing. You said you couldn't work at my job.
No, I could not work at your job.
Exactly. It's the same mindset. Like, I'm being honest, like we're having an open, honest conversation. I'm telling you, there's no need for me to sit here 6 months later to call you up like, brah, let me tell you what I did.
Right.
She said I couldn't sleep with the chick, and I slept with her anyway.
Okay.
Why say that 6 months later when I'm telling you right now? I already know. If the opportunity presents itself, she come over here for whatever reason, am I really gonna say no? And not only that, she know the rules. We putting it all on me. She know the rules, and she push up on me. What I'm gonna do? Put her out? You gonna put her out?
Wow.
You gonna say, hey baby, my wife ain't home. You know we can't do this. This is wrong. Now get out of my house.
Well, if that was no go, then she wouldn't be able to come over without her anyway.
How we know that?
Right.
Let's just say it happens in your home. Like you said, T-Pain, they used to do it at his crib or whatever. They didn't go to a hotel or nothing.
T-Pain said he did it in his house.
At his crib. So they know where you live.
Right.
Once a chick know where you live, can you control her?
No, you cannot control it. That is the one thing.
You can control who you let in, though.
No, but you can't control who on your doorstep.
Yeah.
Like, that's
all I'm saying is you really leaving her outside.
So just think if she's not there and she's banging on the door, and you know what I mean, you just slayed this chick,
and she fine.
Like, what you gonna just like? Oh, I'm not gonna let her in. You probably be tempted to let her in, but that's a whole. You know what I mean? I don't know.
That's all I'm saying.
Maybe the rules might be he can be one-on-one.
That's what I'm just saying.
I mean, you bring somebody with you. You know what I mean? That's on another level. I mean, because you're not just rah. You T-Pain. You know what I mean? You bringing people that don't have as much as you into your space. It's, you know, if I walk in T-Pain house, I'm like, you know what I mean, looking around, it's like, oh man, I'm looking for something in there that that I never seen before. So to bring some old, thing with you into your home, and a nice home at that, because he said he paid like $6 million. But and then it's the thing. He said the basement was like kind of trapped off so that nobody can like come in type thing. It's like you can't go throughout the house. But that don't change your premises. The property of your house.
I know where you're at.
I know where you live at. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure like when they do stuff like that, man, these people be signing disclosures and all that type of stuff. They probably say they gotta videotape it. Like
hold on, and let me clarify. I said I would prefer not to with my wife.
Oh, right.
I prefer not to.
Right, that's what you said.
Different reasons. I prefer not to. I prefer me and her on our own.
Right.
But if she said you can get two random chicks and go across the state, I mean not the state, the country.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I prefer not to with my wife.
But it's kind of like, if you with your wife, it's like safe zone kind of. You know what I mean? Well, to each his own. It's like one of those things, no right or wrong. But you know what? It's no women that called in. You know what I mean? She said 15 minutes. 15 minutes passed already.
Actually, it was at 27, so 15 minutes would be 42. You gotta give a little time. And nobody's actually 15 minutes away.
Yeah, no, that's true.
They're not really 15 minutes
15 minutes with 25 or 30. You know what I mean? That's the truth.
And that's just to get there. She got unwind.
I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here so I can clear the line for y'all.
Appreciate that.
All right, man.
You gotta accept that, bro.
Let me see. All right.
On the line.
All right.
He talking about me. He ain't even do what he's supposed to be doing.
He ain't put it up yet, so I ain't doing it.
So we waiting for the person to call in so they can enlighten us a little bit on how do you even get, what's the first step to even getting into an open relationship? How do you bring that up to somebody? That's what I want to know. I'm trying to. We good now?
Yeah, we.
So I got a couple of my followers already dialed in. So go ahead and tell them what the topic of the day is.
Oh,
so we good to go now?
Yeah. What you doing?
I'm trying to get back to the live.
Hey, man, listen, man. There's a couple people in Spanish.
Kissing other people than kissing your husband. I mean,
What the other one say? My man. Oh, man, call the line. Rodney, man, call the line back, man. Call it back, bro.
they say he calling the cops.
Oh, man. He calling
If she come, it was at the part where I said she come knocking on the door.
Hey,
You ain't calling the cops. You already slayed that dragon.
Yeah.
You ain't calling the cops.
He gonna open the
Cut
door.
it out.
He gonna open the door.
And look around and see you. Oh, come on, girl, get in this house before you wake up all the neighbors.
Yeah, come on, babe. She be home in a minute.
Somebody said she might get a set of keys.
Topic again for my followers who just jumped in.
Oh, the topic we are discussing is how do you feel about an open relationship?
Open relationship.
We got somebody calling in right now. Hey, how you doing? You on live with No Home Thoughts?
Hey, how you guys doing?
We are doing well.
Hey.
Okay.
Glad a female is
Hey,
finally
this is
calling in.
Maria. I have some questions about the open relationship thing.
Okay, we here.
Ask away. You still there?
Maria. Here you go with this cricket.
It's not a cricket. Cut the cricket crap.
Cricket.
Hello, Maria. You hear us?
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yes, we hear you. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yeah. Let's see if we can.
Oh my God, man, we losing callers because of you.
Please leave your message.
Oh my
Now
God.
she blocked us.
This bull. No, she probably trying to call right back. Because he got a cricket.
Definitely don't got a cricket, but for the followers that just tuned in, we are talking about an open relationship.
Open relationship.
Would you be able to be in one?
There she go, man. Sorry. Oh, man. Sorry about that cricket.
Hello? Hey, no, there's something going on with, something going on with your line. I keep cutting me off and stuff.
No, he got the cricket. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like a delay. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. What's going on? What you got to say?
No, so I had a couple questions.
Okay.
Like, how do we supply for, like, women, like, as far as, like, your wives, the mothers of your children? Like, that's okay for the open relationship for the women just to go out?
No, absolutely not. No. This is just a question we happen to pose. We're not in open relationships or anything.
Yeah, I was confused about that.
I'm not for sharing at all. Like, I'm not for the swinging. I'm not for the herd saying you go do you, I'm gonna go do me. Ain't for none of that. This is a completely selfish relationship over here. If anybody's getting anything extra, it would be me. But I'm just being honest. I'm not for her stepping out any way, shape, or form.
What you think, Maria? What you with it?
I think that it's a double standard. I don't call you guys out on it. I think that it's okay for the man, but not the woman.
Of course.
Of course, it is a double standard. We hear no thoughts.
I love to hear these women that say so many double standards.
We agree with double standards.
So I can tell you how many things is double standard going reverse, going back the other way. Let's go.
Double standards are necessary.
It definitely. Like, I mean, it is what it is.
It's certain things that you need a certain type of person, a certain, like, if I was a NBA GM, I wouldn't want my center to be under 6'10".
I know.
So that means everybody 6'9" and under, you're not for me, I'm sorry.
Right.
And that's just the way it is. So there's certain things in society that we discriminate against women on. But there's also certain things they get the benefit of.
So we can. Oh my God!
If we was all on a boat and there was only enough people for all the women and all the children to make it, who gonna make it? All the women and children.
They seen Titanic. They seen Titanic.
When
they let them in on them damn boats. They let the women and children.
Yeah, the men are supposed to die. So for the fact that I'm supposed to die for that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to know, like, because this does go on, like, the open relationship thing. So, like, I just wanted to know, like how about, it's like organized or something?
Oh, that's why we waiting for somebody to call in.
The woman is not, being, like, used or,
well,
like if you have a wife, so she's home waiting.
Well,
while you're with the other
one young lady called in last week, and she said that she was actually in that particular type of relationship for 6 years. 6 years mean some things is working, and she said they was completely fine with it. So, I mean, there's people out here that do it. It's just. I just think that...
Well, it happens to us. It happens to everybody all the time. But the thing about being open, that's when I guess people get scared. Because that's when you have to tell the truth.
But yeah, you're honest.
When you say open and tell the truth to who? To, like, the world?
I think she's being, like, cheap.
I mean, like, basically it's still going on. Like, for example, like, a man or a woman can still go outside the relationship and just keep it a secret. But now it's open. Faith can be honest. Right?
That's true.
Yeah, that's the piece of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
are you in a relationship?
No, I'm not.
So if you were in, if you was married to a man, would you be okay to have an open relationship?
Actually, I was open to it because he was Muslim and he had a wife in Africa.
Okay.
And then he supported his children. So that's why I was saying, like, it was more organized. It wasn't like he was just out and about.
Anybody. Well, keep in mind, when people say open relationship, the first thing that people was thinking immaturely is sexual satisfaction. An open relationship could just be another woman, another man. you can be talking to, consulting with
without having sex.
Right. Everything that just without the sex. But everybody just assume
all the way up including
everybody that call in, everybody that's commenting, everybody is the first thing that they thinking of sex. If they not, then they lying.
I'm not thinking about sex. I'm thinking about the children in the household because you get attached to people. When you go outside a relationship, you're spending time with someone, you know, you start getting attached. So, like...
Well, I mean, like you said, it was rules. So it's easier to handle the rules. Because the only thing, truth be told, as long as the man is taking care of his responsibility and him...
That's my point right there.
And having sex with another woman, what problem would you really have? I mean, if you can accept those things.
You have to think about.
Say that again.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear us? Hello?
Hello?
This guy, man.
You keep trying to play these. Let's see if she... Yeah.
Stop doing all this stuff on your phone, man.
It's a phone.
No, you can't be doing 5 different things on your phone. Stop touching stuff.
Yeah, sorry, we got disconnected there.
Nice talking to you guys. I gotta move on tonight, and I keep having problems with the phone, but...
Okay, appreciate you for calling in.
All right, thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Are you guys gonna be doing this every week?
Yes, we do it every Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
At least every Tuesday. We try to do it other times, but he always posts it. So
okay, you guys got some good topics on.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to call in every time.
Hold on. We on YouTube too. We on YouTube.
Have a good night, guys.
She said she had to move on.
All right, bye-bye.
This boy can't even hang up. He can't even hang up the phone. Cricket.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
See the thing with the whole religion, that's really not considered open when it comes to Islamic, because they can't go in and confide to another person, only the man. So that's not really considered open.
What happened? Oh my God. Hold on. We trying to get the cricket. Close it out, man, and then like go to man. You gotta get your new phone. I told the people what's something wrong with your phone before. You can't handle the you're not part of the tech team no more, man. So next week we're gonna get Rob off of the phone. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Damn. There you go. We're gonna get Rob.
He done pushed every damn button on him. You had to
Stop touching my board.
Yeah.
You probably switched it up, man. You switched it up. Stop touching my stuff. I had it right. That lady not calling in, but you heard what the young lady just said. She said it was more structured. The man that she was with had a woman is in Africa, and she was okay with it as long as it had some structure behind it. She had no problems with it, and she seemed pretty happy. You know what I mean? So it's just based off of people. I guess what they know about it, the experience. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's why we calling in. We making it a conversation. She said we had good topics, and hopefully she'll call in another time. I need more women to call in. But a lot of people don't tell the truth anyway. They want to be political correct. That's why I stopped there and just asked her, like, how do she feel about it? A lot of people were saying last time, they said that, oh, y'all got to read the comments. I said, we trying to go back and forth on it. I mean, it's tough. Like, you can't.
Phone.
And
one to read the comments on, one for everything else.
I know, you gotta read the comments. Go to the phone, read the comments on, I mean, we'll get to it. I mean, y'all should be calling in anyway. Stop messaging. You know what I mean? Stop being scared.
Remember, y'all said she can't do anything you don't allow her to do. Of course.
That's true. I mean, that sounds so familiar.
Kissing other people than kiss your husband.
Oh, that was the young lady I think I just called. Yeah. I mean, but...
And then we got Brahim, you said your wife got mad when your friend's girlfriend made you a cake.
Mm-hmm.
So you think she would agree with you having someone you could just hold a conversation with? Just asking.
No, so that answers your question. That answers your question. The question don't replies to Brahim. The question replies to Instagram followers, Facebook followers, YouTube followers. It's not for me. If y'all wanted me to answer the question, y'all already know. I can't even get a piece of cake from a woman. So that should already be your answer already.
Do I gotta clarify?
Y'all, this boy man, stop talking over there, man.
Clarify.
All loud,
Okay,
man.
clarify, man. I need you to clarify.
Because the thing about it is he need to call in. Don't be over there, hang up that call in. So, you know what I mean? So everybody can hear, because everybody can't hear him. Clean that up for me. Because you ain't do it last week. He ain't do it last week. He just left me hanging. Now I look like a scumbag. So that's probably why people, it's not going to be attacking Brahim today. No. Oh no, because as soon as they say, oh, what about that cake?
Hey, what's going on?
This was to clarify things.
Let's hear it.
So the whole cake situation was just blown out of proportion. I've known this guy for 20 plus years.
Thank you.
That's what your homie's supposed to say.
I know that's true.
That's what your homie's supposed to say, man. Come on,
let him finish though, man. Let him talk.
It was a fight, and I normally don't come open empty-handed wherever I go. She baked the cake for the house, and I said, bake the cake so we can take with us with the bottle. So it's not like, it was like a hidden agenda. I gave her permission to bake a cake like I asked her, and I'm the one that brought it in the box to the house.
I need everybody to call in. I mean, y'all can send messages. I need an apology. I want a written apology from everybody that talked about me last week.
That's because you didn't handle the situation properly from what they were saying.
I didn't have to.
It was your house. You were supposed to.
He brought the cake in. I ain't even getting none of it.
The way it seemed like, I just drove, we came, and then she just popped up out the bag like, this is a cake especially for you.
Come on, man. I feel disrespected that they would think that I would do that to somebody that I say that I love. Like, I feel disrespected. I do. I really do. This ain't somebody I just met, like, at work.
I don't know, man.
But why's we back on that? Why's we back on that? Because
somebody asked, like, for one, we never cleared up the whole cake situation. We just pretty much got you. It's
not an open relationship, an open cake.
we had to get that taken care of.
Listen.
But I told you, I need you. I mean, what could you do?
No, I'm just saying, you didn't fight enough for me. You didn't fight.
Man, yes, I did.
You supposed to fight tooth and nail for me on this show, man. No, you did.
I did.
It'd be something different if when she bought the cake, it was Brahim and pink letters and hearts and that type of shit. That'll be something to basic cake.
Basic cake, man. And just might I add, I did not get a piece of that damn cake.
There's no need to add. You said that
I'm just saying.
times.
Yes, I just want people to know that. So just to let people know that I did not have anything to do with that cake. I just want people to know. I just want my listeners to know.
All right.
You know what I mean?
So now that we cleared up the cake situation.
Yeah. So, I mean, we still talking about the open relationship. We still waiting on your buddy. She said, I mean,
now it's getting it's a little darker now.
I mean, the reason why we brought up the topic, and see, this is what I always tell people. You can't do stuff for people.
Oh, hold on, somebody try to call now.
All right, yo.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Because people say that they'll do something, they don't. I be at the machine, people be like, oh yeah, I like those chips. I come back, the same damn chips is there.
Let's call them back.
Let's see. Let's see who lying today. Tiny.
Hey, yo, no home thoughts.
It's a dude.
What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man? What you have to say about the topic?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the show. I'm really enjoying it. Y'all funny as hell. Brian, extra funny as well.
Who this?
Well,
Oh man, what's up, man? You sound like a grown man.
yo, you funny as hell, yo.
Yo. Oh, what's so crazy is it's good that you called then. So now the question is, since you have an African background, what you think about the open relationship?
I think that it's a difference culturally. Depending on if both parties are willing to partake in it, because sometimes one person's culture may overlap the other one's. We're not willing to make that sacrifice. But then again, that puts both people in a bind, in my opinion, because if a person's not satisfied, they may not want to be faithful. So now we have to look at our people. Well, let's take that going super crazy. Now we have to look at the nature of the relationship of the two people. If they can see eye to eye on that. That's why people have second, third, and fourth wives. People think it's a sexual thing. It's not an act.
Right.
That's like a Western concept. So it's not an Eastern concept. So it's hard for sisters here to actually want to partake in that. They don't know the background of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about sex at all.
Right. Could you do it?
Say it again?
Could you have multiple wives? Can you have multiple wives?
Yeah, if I chose to, that's any man that has a mutual agreement with their significant other.
Okay.
Whether they consider them a wife or a girlfriend or whatever, if they're open to that and understand it's not about a sexual thing. Sometimes, for example, let's say I'm really, I want more children, and we already have 3 children, and my wife is 46 now. She not, she don't agree with that. If I had a mutual agreement with her to have more children, or a wife with more children, that's an agreement with my wife. If we agree with that in our culture, I think that's acceptable in our household. Not to say it should be one-way dimensional. Everybody got to agree with that.
That's a good point. Well, that's what the last young lady was kind of talking about too, like just like having structure, just more so organized.
That's basically what she said.
Yeah.
As you said, we all thinking about one thing.
Yeah, that's
sex. And that's a
what
Western
people think
thing.
about. Yeah.
And she was like, nah, I mean, it's gotta be some type of organization to it. With the lady that was in the relationship for 6 years, clearly they had some type of organization with it. As you said, it was working for 6 years. So they figured something out.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't need another hand to clean the house. Like, hey, it'll all be sex for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ain't no sense in me lying. I don't need nobody else. I mean,
you just say about yourself. Maybe your wife needs somebody else to clean the house.
Hey, man, but listen, whatever. Sex and money. You know what I mean? She bring that extra paycheck in. That'll always be helpful. No, but I wouldn't be. More kids. I don't want no more kids anyway.
People should further explore.
I don't want no kids anyway. I don't want no more, man. I already got too many.
What'd you say about exploring?
I think that people, our brothers and sisters, should have more mutual conversations about who we originally are and compare to how we live now. You know what I mean? Because if we know things like that, we're looking at what's natural instead of what was indoctrinated into us. Well,
Yeah.
That's a whole. That might be too much for the listeners right now. We're talking about that.
That changes the whole conversation and the mindset. Like, it's already embedded in it. As you said, what makes us think that it's supposed to be one woman you're supposed to be married to?
I know. I always say that. I always say that. I mean, we're not talking about people that have a spiritual. We're not talking about like your spiritual background, but like if it's just a regular person that's just Billy Bob Joe, who said that
their first thought is
to have one woman and get married, one like you said,
and have kids with that one woman.
Right. Good point, y'all.
That's a European concept. That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So think about this. Here's another one to think about when it comes to. Oh my bad, I thought you were speaking my fault.
Oh no.
Think about this concept when people talk about relationships and how they relate it to a male-dominated decision. When they say things like, well, this is relationship what we're talking about. They may say something about to the effect.
Stop watching the live. Turn the live down, buddy.
All right, is that better now?
Yeah. Say that one more time, though.
Yes, sir. Don't sound a little better now?
Yeah, no, I'm saying say what you were saying beforehand one more time.
This concept about male dominant, like male dominance, that people look at it as a perspective that that's the way it's supposed to be, and as if the decision is supposed to be for the guy only. You know what I'm saying?
Good points, man. What you got to say? What you got to say?
I think that's another thing, honestly, that goes from relationship to relationship, in my opinion, because some men aren't good decision makers. Let's just be real. And how many men can give up their ego and let their woman run the show, knowing that they are better decision makers than them, knowing that. That's one of those double standards we was talking about.
Hold on. She running the show?
Running the show.
If she make better, like, financial decisions.
I was wondering how long you gonna sit on that.
I mean, running the show, like,
running the show. Now, no one said, that's exactly what he's talking about.
No, look. I said
everybody.
I said definitely. It's definitely double standards. I'm okay with that. But no, we're not gonna have her running the show. I don't even like how that sounds. Like, you know what I mean? She running the show.
Running the show.
No, she can make some financial decisions. She can say what we eat in a day. You know what I mean? But to be talking about, like, we going to be doing this and that, we not doing this. Like, nah, bro. Like, if she carrying our family, I'm alright. I mean, well, I need to step it up as a man because she might.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah, let me just say that.
Yeah,
if she got a plan, I mean, I need to step it up because now I have no other choice but to follow her.
That's all.
If she, you know what I mean?
That's all I was saying.
Who that? What's her name? Just like a millionaire that you get in a relationship to. Like if you get in a relationship with a woman that's a millionaire or something like that. You know what I mean? She already there already.
At that point, what could you do?
I'm still ain't going for it. It ain't gonna work. Right. I ain't going for it. I ain't going for it. You know what I mean? But before I get out of there, though, I tell you this: I want that pin to that ATM card.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean,
the first if you got a strong-willed woman like that, day one, you gonna have to submit, or you ain't getting that pin.
I submit for a week to get that pin.
Between love and hate, right?
Say that again.
Thin line between love and hate. She talking like that. She got all that dough. You see what happened?
Yup.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nice at the beginning. It was nice. Did you ain't see Thin Line Between Love and Hate? Hold on, y'all. Did you see Thin Line Between Love and Hate?
Listen, man.
This boy
relationships. Relationships.
Yo, he never. He don't watch movies, man. Oh, if it ain't about Eagle Cowboys game in 19.
I love y'all show. I'm about to get back to work.
All right, man. Appreciate you calling in.
If it ain't about the Eagles playing the Cowboys in 1992, you don't know nothing about nothing. I bet you watched every Eagle football game since you can remember. Since you was old enough to remember. Where your girl at?
I told you. I was raised different. I wasn't raised on 90s movies and stuff like that. I grew up watching spaghetti westerns and John Wayne and Clint Eastwood.
This guy is where is your girl at?
She gone. She gone.
Hey man. Hey, listen, man.
You know what?
I wish I had my phone so I could talk about what the next topic gonna be.
Let's see if we can get her online. If I can remember what the hell to go. Let's see if we can get her online before we get out of here.
She probably at work. She probably at work.
So what happened in the thin line between love and hate?
It was is exactly what we were just talking about. A woman that had a bunch of money wanted Martin. Well, they hooked up or whatever, and she was whining and dining him, and at the end she was throwed off. Who is these people texting you, man? Let's talk about that. Let's figure out who keep texting you while you on air. Who keep texting you?
It's not a text. It's the group chat I told you I was in, the sports group chat.
I want you, the next message that come in, I need you to read it out loud.
That's the sports group chat.
Tell those sports people to stop texting you, man, while we on live.
They support.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all for your support. Appreciate y'all for your support. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Keep taking them text messages in, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, they talking about something different now.
Yeah, I appreciate all the people that called in. See if you can call a young lady, man. Because we only doing this show because of her. We would have been on something else. We would have been bashing women in another area.
No,
that's
you would have been bashing women in another area.
No. We.
You would have been bashing women.
We.
You know what? Let's call her.
We would have been bashing women.
She'll answer.
I give women all respects, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Even though we shouldn't be calling no lady at 9 o'clock at night. So.
You have reached the voice.
Oh, shit, folks.
Sit there. Hold on, we live. Oh, we gonna talk about you. She gonna send us. She gonna hit the red button on us.
Yeah. So we wanted her to talk to us so we can get some insight on this because because
he's sitting right there. That's why. That's exactly what it is. He's sitting right there.
He better not answer that.
He probably was like, yeah, can't talk today.
Right.
She was all willing to talk all of. Yeah, we gonna pull them recordings back up. That's what we gonna do.
As soon as she got in the house, he opened the door for her.
Yeah, he said, "Oh,
you think he about to call them no hold thoughts niggas?" I'm here.
Oh, you said what? I'm open for what? And you open for what?
Maybe he just found out he was in an open relationship.
He said, next time you open your mouth about our relationship,
I'm gonna open your ass. Take my foot off of you. Yep.
This will go. Sit your behind down. Oh, that was a good show, man.
Yeah.
I mean, next time, I ain't listening to people, man.
Yeah, you say people. If you say you're gonna call in, make sure you call in.
We did say that we was gonna do a Thursday, so she probably was off on Thursday.
Well, maybe she was.
You know what I mean? So I give her a benefit of the doubt.
She wasn't with me shooting in the gym. She wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Yes.
Everybody calling in. We out.